Hey guys, I thought I'd do another update on the Rivet lock Puukko. So you guys managed to see a pretty decent flex test. Some would call it a 90-degree bend test. I think it's a decent test. It seems to me that stock removal knives are more likely to break earlier in that test than forged blades or blades that have been forged and also like annealed and cold forged like they do with Japanese kitchen knives, which is what I do on all my 5160 and spring steel knives, and all of my knives basically are also cold forged. Not all steels can do it so easily. It takes a lot of practice and it takes a lot of like training and testing to know how to do it right, but once you do it right, it comes out really nicely. So yeah, here's just like a couple different ways of like carrying this Rivet lock Puukko medium. I've also done some chopping and stuff with it, so it does dig pretty deep, you see, and again it's like a 250 something grams, so it's very light, low profile. It's more like supposed to be an agricultural implement, you know. And a lot of martial art guys who practice knife fighting and stuff, you know, they got the sticks, you know, this Filipino style. So, you know, this can kind of go into that category as well. See, it chops pretty decent. It's a pretty decent chopper. Again, it's not supposed to be the most amazing chopper on earth. It's just supposed to be a knife that's super easy to carry and have with you everywhere and everything you do and everywhere you go. You know, it's like, it's light, it's long, it's narrow. If you want to carve with it, it's possible. You know, if you want to remove bark too, you know. See, it's not like, you know, it's pretty simple. So it's very utilitarian, and it's supposed to be pretty straightforward. So there's two ways you can carry something like this. Of course, one is the one that I just showed you, where you need the length of the string will determine how deep it falls in your pants, right? So if the string is too long, it won't hold it up. You see how the string kind of holds the blade at a certain height? So like that. And you don't really even notice that you have on you, right? So you can actually do a lot of movement. Like, it's really dangerous to go and walk on logs, so maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll just do a, like, you really don't notice that it's there. It's so slim and low profile that it just sort of fits there really comfortably. Like, you forget it's there even though it's so long, and if you stuff it like right below there, you really don't see, like, it really doesn't dig into any part of your body. And I've been sitting, you know, I sit with it like that. So that's one super comfortable way to carry it. Albeit it's very stealthy, maybe not quick draw, but you know, it's a nice surprise to be able to pull something like this out of your pants. Then you can just let it hang like that and then do your oops. I haven't sharpened this knife since like video number 1, so whatever. I'm not gonna cut all the way through it, but it doesn't take long. And with this knife, you want to walk your way around whatever you're chopping, because it is like a hollow grind and the spine has a bit of meat in there, so it's easier to cut around it like that than to try and go all the way through it from one angle. That's just a heads up. So another way to carry this knife, and this is like the super fun kind of way to carry it. Hold on, let me just clear this blade. is I have a rifle sling here from my Mosin, and so I actually had to carve away a little bit of plastic to get this to work, but this is really nice. I don't know why this works better than some other systems. Let's see. So I got this clip-on system here. I'm just gonna quickly take this off, and this is a really comfy way to do it. So this is kind of like the idea. You just throw it around your shoulder like that, and for some reason with this sling, it kind of hangs, it hooks over your shoulder, so it doesn't like fall down, you see. It stays like in a nice comfortable position on your back, so very easy to just grab it like this, take it out, go back, and then just so used to wearing goggles. So because it's so light, you're kind of working with velocity when chopping through those logs, but you know, that's a pretty large log. It is fresh, you know, it's not like dry, so it's easier to cut through. But you ain't gonna be lacking with one of these. You can pretty much do anything you want with it when it comes to log work and, you know, chopping branches. So there's really nothing like complicated about this design. It's not supposed to be the best in the world at anything. It's just something that's super light, super easy to carry, whether in stealth mode or on your back. Because again, like, you know, if there's one thing that Nut and Fancy has really, maybe not all of you know who Nut and Fancy is, but he revolutionized a sort of type of YouTube content. But for him, what's important with gear almost always is weight, you know? This Kisaki, yeah, it chops hard and it's super useful, and it's designed to be like a high-end everything knife, and it is significantly smaller, but they chop around the same, you know? So this one is twice as heavy. So for a lot of people, that's really, really important, is that weight, you know? This is kind of a large. So again, this is the size of a medium blade length knife, right? Medium size knife. You wouldn't be able to chop like that with this knife. So, you know, that's kind of the point of this, is that it's like a utility everything knife, one knife that does it all really well, but again, very, very compact. So, but you don't have any reach. There's zero reach with this, basically. And if you want to use it like a punch dagger, that's also possible. Rings are not that great for combat, apparently, but whatever. So definitely this is one of my favorite, if not favorite, design so far. And I haven't been doing too many videos, so I'm just sort of catching up on content here, and very grateful that you guys like watching these videos and commenting on them and stuff. So yeah, like this, it's very simple, utilitarian, you know, it's very lightweight, it's quite safe to use. You can put your own scales on there or your own style handle. I like this, it's super narrow. You know, it's kind of like comparing either, you know, this is kind of like a 1911 in 45, and this is like your TT33. So, you know, the TT33 is significantly easier to carry and lightweight and comfortable. Or maybe there's same comfort, but the 1911 packs a bigger punch, and it's a, you know, it's a heavy duty kind of thing. So it's kind of like comparing the same thing but on opposite spectrums. So, you know, it's really It's really quite an interesting design, and I'm super in love with it, and I'll definitely be making more, but they are significantly underpriced right now. So I'm gonna leave it at that price for now, but it's just sort of a heads up that I won't be able to make these at this price for super long, because especially because of the cold forging. The cold forging takes up a little bit of time. But hey, thanks guys for watching.